XQC reacted to this video and I wanted to react to it myself. I haven't seen the video that he reacted to, so I don't know about his input, but I was interested in the title. It says, why men get so few matches on dating apps. I personally have never been on a dating app before. I don't think Facebook back in the day account or that's not a dating app. Like, I have never been to something like Tinder or whatever. I can say proudly that I've never been, but yeah, let's see what this is about.
Two friends install a dating app and try their luck. The man tries to set up the perfect profile. A nice front picture, a group picture to make it seem like he has friends,
to make it seem like he has friends,
a picture in Paris to make it seem like he's cultured, and a picture climbing mountains to make it seem like he's adventurous.
But this is exactly what girls would like really enjoy seeing on a man's profile. Well, if we turn this around, let me guess, in this video, the woman would be like, she's pretty without makeup, she's pretty with makeup, with a dress on, being sexy, but also cute and adorable in like a normal environment, having friends as well, going out, but also being like a good cook or chef or whatever, like cooking good meals. So I feel like that would be the girl profile.
After some hard work, the profile is ready.
Don't tell me just one picture.
The woman doesn't
of it.
feel safe sharing a lot of personal information, so she chooses the first picture she can find, and she's ready to go.
I knew it. I knew he's gonna say that. I knew he's gonna say that the woman is just gonna share one picture, normal picture of herself.
They start swiping and hope for the best. At the end of the day, when the woman checks her phone, her like counter is full. Practically every profile she likes is an instant match. Soon she's overwhelmed by the amount of matches and messages in her inbox. For the man, it's a different story. So far, he has only received a couple of likes and has 0 matches. He becomes frustrated with the app and starts questioning his self-image. He puts so much effort into setting up a nice profile after all. Why can't he get any matches?
Can I tell you one thing? If you're a guy, you don't even need to have a pretty face. To be honest, it's way more important for you to have a strong body. Hit the gym and everything is gonna change in your life. I can just tell you that.
To answer that question, we need to understand the numbers behind dating apps. I made a simulation of a dating app with 1,000 dummies to try to understand why men get so few matches. Dating apps can paint a distorted picture of what the real dating world is like. Some studies indicate that dating apps can have a negative impact on self-esteem, with a stronger effect on men. And women often have to find strategies to deal with intrusive behavior from men in these apps. It's hard to understand exactly what's going on inside these apps because there's very little data available. However, we can make educated guesses based on the little information we have. I'll start with an ideal, unrealistic scenario, and we'll see how quickly things change when I start adding real-life variables. A side note, we're talking about dating with opposite genders. Same-gender dating in dating apps has very different dynamics and it's out of scope for this video.
Alright.
Since we're trying to make an ideal scenario, let's assume we have the same amount of men and women using the app. Let's also assume that everyone sees 100 profiles per day and that every profile is treated equally by the algorithm. I'm going to assume that users like 1 out of 4 profiles they see. This means every user has a probability of 25% of being liked every time their profile is shown. Some of these parameters aren't realistic, but that's okay. We're gonna start like this and make it more realistic as we go. So, how many likes and matches will everyone get at the end of the day? Let's run the simulation. Okay, not too bad. On average, both women and men get 25 likes and 6 matches.
So even like the number of matches on average would be the same for men and women?
Per day.
Because we split in this scenario, we split them to 50-50. Like so 500.
Why does this look different from real dating apps? Let's start with reason number 1. There are more male than female users.
True.
I was able to find user gender data for Tinder and Bumble, 2 of the most popular dating apps.
75% of men are on Tinder compared to 25% of women. Men, why are you so much on dating apps?
In the world, in both apps, there were significantly more men using the app than women.
Maybe because women, like they don't need to use the app for a really long time. Because they either like find their match or they realize really early on that it is not something they want to put themselves through. because women feel less and less confident the longer time they are on a dating app without any actual results. They will feel very discouraged and they will probably even delete their whole profile. They will not just leave it there.
In our simulation, I'm going to keep it simple and assume we have 2 men for every woman, a ratio somewhere between Tinders and Bumbles.
Which is so weird because there are more women than men in the world.
Again, and the differences were big. I'm gonna give you a chance to pause the video in case you want to try to guess how many likes and matches users get.
Okay, wait. So if this is the case, scenario number 2, number of likes, women, somehow, even though there are less women, they're gonna have the same amount as men. That's how I feel like.
We now start to see the first signs of a gender imbalance in the results. Because there are 2 men for every woman, the number of likes received by the women doubled and the number of likes received by the men halved. And when we look at the number of matches, something interesting happens. Women received an average of 50 likes. Since they like 1 out of 4 profiles, you would expect them to get an average of 12 or 13 matches. However, they only get 6. That's because now there are so many male users that women don't even get a chance to see half of the users that like them.
That's true.
They only see 100 profiles per day, and there are just too many men in the queue. At this point, it makes sense that women start to feel a bit overwhelmed by the amount of likes they receive. Because they often encounter intrusive behavior from men, that also makes them think carefully about who they give likes to. Men, on the other hand, are starting to get a bit desperate. Because they don't get a lot of likes, they know they can't be too picky and start giving likes more generously to improve their chances of getting matches.
They like everything and everyone.
Men give more likes than women. According to this New York Times article from 2014, men are nearly 3 times as likely to like a profile than women on Tinder. So let's use those numbers.
Women are really
I'm updating the simulations that women and men give likes in 14 and 46% of cases respectively. So how do you think this is going to change the results?
So much.
Now the gender imbalance increases even further.
This is crazy.
Women get an average of 92 likes, whereas men only get 7. And because men like 46% of the users they see, these 7 likes result on an average of 3.2 matches.
Bruh, like you just enter the app and there is like, you think there will be 100 people who liked you because that's how many people can like you, and there's like just 7 likes. And out of these 7 likes, only 3 can be a match. But even that is good still.
Women get twice as many, an average of 6.4 matches per day. But things can get even more complicated for the average male user.
I feel like this 3.2 is gonna be like
the reality is that some profiles will be considered attractive by more users than others. Which brings us to reason number 3. A small share of the users get a big share of the likes. In a Q&A post from 2017 on Hinge's official website, one of the engineers behind the dating app shares some data about this imbalance. He mentioned that certain people get exponentially more attention than others. He reported that about half the likes from men were given to about 25% of women, and half the likes from women were given to only 15% of men. This means that, especially with men, there's a small segment of users that get a large slice of the total likes. Let's try to include that in our simulation.
Can we like see how these men look compared to everyone else? I feel like they have I wish they have a data that shows you what kind of men got the most likes, like what type of pictures they posted or how they looked like and stuff, and what they typed in the description or whatever. Maybe that will teach you how to do it right.
To 100% that determines how attractive they are perceived by other users. Until now, attractiveness has had no impact on the probability of getting likes. That means that every time a profile is shown, the probability of that profile being liked was 46 and 14% for women and men respectively,
so
regardless
of
their perceived attractiveness.
Okay.
I'm now looking for a new distribution such that the top users get exponentially more likes, but while making sure the average like percentages stay the same. I went for the simplest formulas I could come up with, and you can find my assumptions on the screen in case you're interested. Basically,
bro, only the most attractive get the most likes. But with women, like even less attractive women get likes, and then of course like the most attractive get the most likes, but it's kind of even.
I assume that users with an attractiveness score of 0 have 0% chance of getting likes.
We are so obsessed with looks.
And users with an attractiveness score of 100 have a 100% chance of receiving a like. This is admittedly an oversimplification, but since I couldn't find any real data, I'm trying to keep it as simple as I can. With these curves, 50% of the likes given by men go to the top 27% of women, and 50% of the likes given by women go to the top 10% of men, which is quite close to the numbers reported by Hinge, so this should be reasonably accurate.
Okay.
Let's run our final simulation. You can try to guess the results now.
1.5 for men?
This was a bit of a trick question. The numbers stay the same.
Why?
The difference is, now the distribution is skewed by the top users who get most of the likes. That means that the averages no longer describe the experience of the average user. So let's add a new metric. The median.
Median.
In other words,
okay.
how many likes and matches does the average user get? And now we can...
What? 0! No! You are doomed on dating apps. You are one. You have one like per day. One person likes you and it's a 0 match. You get one like, one, even if that.
The average male user only receives 1 like and 0 matches. If you look at the average number of likes for different attractiveness scores, we see that the top 10% of male users get 37 likes on average, whereas the average users get some...
even the most attractive man on the app, like the most beautiful man there, gets only 37. This is crazy.
Between 0 and 1 like.
Oh shit.
And if you look at the average number of matches, something interesting happens.
Oh no, this is per attractiveness.
Actually get more matches than the top 10%.
This is attractiveness score. What was that score? I didn't read.
If you look at the average, whereas the average...
Wait, it was attractiveness. Per attractiveness score, average number of likes. Ah, okay, so that was the likes.
Somewhere between 0 and 1 like.
I'm not making fun of you. I'm just feeling sad.
Something interesting happens. The top 10% of men actually
who cares
get more
about these
matches
dating
than the
apps?
top 10% of women. They get fewer
they
likes,
get more
but because they're less
matches.
selective than women, they actually manage to get more matches.
Okay, see, that's good, that's good, that's good. So these numbers don't mean anything, to be honest, at the end of the day, because they're not as selective. Like one like of a guy means so much more than 200, 300 likes for a woman, because women are picky.
I wonder if this also happens in real life.
Yeah, it does actually.
I tried to make my simulation more realistic.
I feel like it does.
Likes received by the average man went down from 25 to 12 to 7 to 1. Once again, this was just my attempt to simulate a dating app based on the little information that I could find. It may or may not describe your experience with dating apps. For example, I couldn't find data for the number of profiles users see every day, so I just assumed it was 100. And I didn't include factors like different cultures and demographics, and the impact of premium subscriptions that give advantages to paying users. Nonetheless, the simulation helped me understand what's probably happening inside these dating apps. So, what are the key takeaways here? This video is by no means making an argument against the use of dating apps. Meeting online has become the most popular way US couples connect. So, dating apps do work, and many relationships were made possible thanks to them. My personal takeaway of this video is that, due to the reasons that I mentioned, dating apps can give us a distorted perspective of the actual dating world. And I think we should be aware of the impact this can have on the experience and self-esteem of the user.
To be honest, this is you can literally take this data and add it to everything else in the world that is influenced by gender. Like if your business is influenced by gender, these are the numbers, and this is what is going what is going through. If your customers are gender based as well, like you have to know, it's very similar. It's this data thing is very similar. So
I think this imbalance can be harmful for both
data
men
is really
and women.
cool, man.
Men will struggle to get matches, which only gives them an incentive to
but
like
their
as many
matches
profiles
matter.
as they can
That's
to improve
what
their chances of a match. And women, when they get a match with a man, they know that he's probably giving a like to every second profile he sees, so there's a good chance he's not even genuinely interested.
Yeah.
That's my take, but let me know what you think in the comments.
Yeah.
If you like stories with data and would like to support my work, consider leaving a like and subscribing.
It's like, I wish they were using just a bit more pictures and stuff that are more entertaining for the eyes to watch, but the data is there. It was simplified and easy to follow. I like this video. Correction and remake. I forgot to mention that I ran the simulation 1000 times for every scenario. Attractiveness is subjective. That is true. There is a mistake in the formula of the right chart. The chosen function were power function and not polynomial function. As if I care. You are writing a thesis for your university. I don't care about that. Dating for straight women is like shopping. Dating for straight men is like a job interview. That is kind of true. Best way to describe dating sites apps that I have heard is that they are filled with women who get attention they don't want and men who want attention they don't get. Oh man. To all the men out there that are struggling and suffering, and I know you know just how bad it can feel, you are not alone. Hit the gym. Hit the gym. Hit the gym, work out, and just focus on your job for a while. I can tell you that works. Because if you look good, I'm saying that you don't have to look great, but like healthy, successful with your body, like you are like hitting the gym, you're working out, you care about that. But also, if you have a job or you have your career based, like in a way that you have motivation or inspiration to work, like you're driven, you're passionate, those are the best things that a woman can see in a man and be appreciative of, for real. Don't sound desperate. Don't look desperate. Don't give too many compliments. All right, make her beg for them a bit. And yeah, that's it. That's it. And honestly, respect yourself a bit more because you deserve it. You do. You're a great person.